Morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening. We will begin in a few minutes. I had a meeting just before, and I don't know whether there has been some questions regarding this meeting on WhatsApp. No, I think we're good. Right. Let's share my screen. Right. Right. Hello, everyone. Right. Hello, Manisha, Olivia,
Hello,
Gauri,
Mom.
Marsa, Hélène, Vishali, Gopika, Carlos, Ashunan from Paris, Yvette from Kenya, Avery from Florida, Aparna from India, Abdul Rahman from Oman, Vishali from India, Camille from Paris, Sarah, nice to see you, Sarah. Thank you for joining us. Germany, right? But coming from the University of Florence.
Yes, that
Yeah,
exactly.
great. Um, Aurélien, Karim, Anna, this is nice to have you on board. Great. Nice, Yvette, Matthias,
Hello.
hello, Iman from Quebec,
Hello,
hello.
can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
I can't hear you. Sorry, maybe I have some problem. I will.
Ria, Vera, great. Nice. So let me introduce you to Dr. Asma Meidoui. My pleasure to have you on board. It's a pleasure to meet you. We have students coming from the different time zones, from India to Canada, um, Oman to Brazil, Kenya to US. It is a pleasure to have you, Dr. Meidoui. We would like, before giving you the floor, I would like to remind everyone the rules for this meeting. I suppose students, you know them by heart. Right now, we are trying here to do and to build a community of thought, um, of confidence, of trust. And for this, we ask the students to open their camera, to be focused on their on the topic and on the conference during at all times, not to be on their phones or something else, and to feel free to ask questions. We really need, even if we are online, we really need to be able to work together to have this community, and share in good ways the time we are having together. It's very important because it's a way to prepare for our D-Day on March 25th. And so I'm very glad for your time and for your consideration on these rules, on the Chatham House rule. Normally we don't share it on social media, and we do no recording except the one I'm doing for those who have an exam today. Right. Dr. Meidoui, I would like to share my screen. Can you see my screen right now? Can you tell me? Do I have someone telling me if you can see my screen?
Yes, we can see.
Oh, good. Thank you. Nice. Okay. So we have students coming from all these universities. I will begin by the middle of the slide today. The University of Nairobi, Kenya, Al Bahraini University College in Oman, Karinya University in India, Presidency University in India, International Digital Dialogues Fellowship Program in Germany, Leiden University in the Netherlands, University of Florence in Italy, University of Tours in France, ICEP, École d'ingénierie du numérique à Paris in France, Institut catholique de Paris in France, Federal University of Santa Catarina, Brazil, Polytechnique Montréal, Canada, University du Québec in Rimouski, Canada, University du Québec in Montreal, Canada, Georgia State University, USA, University of Florida in USA, Emory University in Georgia in USA. So we have a diversity of profiles. They are not just coming from these countries, they are also coming from different fields of study with the same interest in AI. We have some coming from law, from economics, from health, bioethics, journalism, computer science, data science, AI, in engineering or in law. Yes, so a diversity of profile, and this is the magic of SimUVaction, is that we can all discuss together, realize that even if we are coming from the different geolocation, we still have the same interests, the same challenges on the local level, and maybe in discussing them on the global level, it might be a way really for us to work together and move the world forward. Right, it's a pleasure to welcome you, Dr. Meidoui. Please, you're working with ISESCO, you are a researcher and based in Morocco. We will be very happy to hear from you and what you want to share about you and your organization regarding AI and the future of education. I will give you the floor. And then we will have, you will do your presentation and then we will have the Q&A section. Meaning that I will stop sharing my screen.
Okay. Thank you so much. Good afternoon from Morocco. Good morning in USA. So I'm Asma Mahdiwi. I'm a legal expert at ICISCO. Thank you for your invitation and thank you also for your efforts. I have some issues in my computer now. I can't listen you very well, but you can hear me. So, yes. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes, we can
So
hear you very well.
I will share with you my screen. So let me share with you. Okay.
Okay, students, if you can open
Can you
your,
share my
your screen.
my presentation, Dr. Anne, because I have some issues here with.
Right.
You can?
I think I can, yes. Just a minute.
Okay.
I have to open it. Right. Um,
So maybe can solve the problem
I have
now.
it. If you want, I can share my screen. It's up to you. Do you want me to open my screen? To share my screen? You're muted. Yes, you're muted, Dr. Medwi.
Yes, sorry, just 2 minutes
Okay.
to solve the problem, please.
Right.
Now you can talk now,
I can talk. I can share my
Dr.
screen.
Anne?
It's up to you. I have
No.
it ready open for you if you want.
Dr. Anne, now?
Yes? Can you
No.
hear me?
Yeah, now yes. Now
Great.
yes.
Thanks.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now I can share my screen. Okay. Yes. It's clear for you. Yes?
It's coming. Yes, we have it.
Okay.
I suppose everyone
Okay, thank you.
has it,
Sorry
right?
for this issues. So the ICISCO is the Islamic World Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, is an intergovernmental organization specializing in the fields of education, science, and culture. Established in 1982. ICISCO headquarters are located in Rabat, Kingdom of Morocco. We have 53 member states in 4 regions in the world: Africa region and Asia region and American Latin region and Arab region. So my talk today, I will structure my remarks around maybe 5 pillars. The first pillar is about pedagogy. So let's begin with the heart of education is the relationship between teacher and student. So AI systems today can generate content and sorry, just okay. generate content and personalize learning pathways, correct assessment, monitoring students and performance in real time. Technically, this is impressive, but we must ask if is education merely information transfers or it is human formation. If education were only about delivering content efficiently, AI might appear as a natural substitute. But education is also about mentorship, moral development, intellectual intellectual courage, and socialization. This is where the principle of complementary is essential. AI should enhance educational process, not displace the human authority and moral responsibility of teachers. And the concept of human envelope education is meaningful relationship. The concept of human law must not be symbolic. It must mean real capacity to override AI decision, clear accountability structures, institutional oversights. And this is a place that no AI system used in education should operate without meaningful human supervision. And now let us discuss about the most sensitive issues. It's data profiling in education. AI in education relies on behavioral data, performance analytics, predictive modeling. The stated objective is optimization, but optimization of what and at what cost? If data is used to support learning, it can be beneficial. If it used to define a student's future, is become problematic. So in UNESCO recommendation on the ethic of AI clearly states that human being must remain and themselves not merely data points. So reducing a student to metric risks, reinforcing inequalities, limited aspiration, phrasing identity, and to algorithmic categories. This is why the most important to be this AI controlled by human, and the one of the most risk or dangerous practice is predictive labeling. If an AI system predicts that a student is unlikely to success in a certain field, educational pathways may silently adjust around that prediction. The system may claim neutrality, but neutrality is not guaranteed if the data reflect existing social disparities. Education should expand possibilities, not narrow them. This is about data profiling in education. But this is Tamrex, but this is a lot of benefit to use AI in education. Now we can talk about accessibility and inclusion. This AI can expand education to remote areas, provide assistive technology for students with disabilities, translate content across languages, adapt learning to individual needs. So this is aligned with sustainable development goals for especially. However, access does not automatically means justice, but true inclusion requires cultural sensitivity, linguistics, diversity, context-aware design. So, educational EI systems developed in one region cannot simply be exported universally without adaptation. Technology efficiency must not override cultural pluralism. This is why now we can talk about the Riyadh Charter. This is Riyadh Charter is a soft. We can say that it's a soft law. It's about it's a document adopted by the Executive Council for ICISCO in 2025 this last year. So this is after a process of years. The process began in 2020 and adoption of the charter in 2025. You know that the global framework are essential in this issue, in this matter, but ethical governance must also reflect civilization perspective. This is where the Riyadh Charter on Artificial Intelligence in Islamic world become particularly relevant. This charter represents an effort to articulate an ethical vision of AI grounded in the value of the Islamic world while remaining aligned with international principles. So, how do we regulate this power? So, here, if you can see, we propose a three pillars framework. The first is about ethical design. The AI system itself must be built on trust and authenticity. It must not spread misinformation or falsify human work. The second is about ethical conduct. The humans, developers, and users must act with prudence and responsibility. As students, maybe share this responsibility about ethical governance. This is where institutions come in. We need accountability, and if an AI system makes a biased decision, there must be a clear path for redress and composition. You cannot sue a robot, therefore, a human institution must always be liable. So, this is the three pillars: ethic design, ethical conduct, about the first about the system, the second about the human, and about institutions. Now, in this charter, also we have some recommendation in education and culture and in science about education. The charter lays the foundation for a coherent policy of cooperation between ISISCO member states in the area covered by the organization. Its principle, the principle about systems, human and institutions, but also we have 5 recommendations about education. Just a minute. Sorry. For education, the first recommendation is ISISCO or the Riyadh Charter recommend the implementation of EI awareness policies at national level and within the Islamic world. It is part of ISISCO mandate to support awareness and information campaigns on the opportunities offered by EI as well as the risk to be avoided, taking into account the cultural specificities on the Islamic world, given the impact of EI on the job of market, raising awareness of EI from an early age is likely to prepare the next generation for jobs. That's make use for EI and channel new students in the field of computer science and EI development. About the second recommendation, ISISCO or Riyadh Charter propose the creation of a quality label for application in the field of education and culture, indicating their usefulness, establishing their ethical alignment, and guaranteeing that the societal characteristics and cultural heritage of the Islamic world, as well as the Arabic language and other languages of the Islamic world, are adequately processed by and reflected in AI system. The third is about that ISISCO developed EI training programs covering scientific, ethical, and cultural aspects, and particularly to train executive decision makers and policy makers. The fourth, recognizing the gaps in EI development and framework policies between member states, we recommend that ISISCO provides support for design and implementation of digital literacy programs for member states in order to foster a robust EI skills for workforce across the Islamic world by sharing educational resources, expanding access to EI training program, and encouraging cross-border collaboration in AI education. The last recommendation, we recommend ISISCO member states commit to collectively accelerating AI research and innovation to harness cutting-edge, ethically grounded solution that address the shared priority of the Islamic world. So this is about our recommendation. Now, to conclude, in the conclusion, I have 3 messages. EI is shaping the future, but that future must be grounded in the human dignity. Trust involves technical requirements like robustness and transparency, but only humans can truly be deemed trustworthy. And the last, the future of education depends on the values, oversight, and choices we embed onto technology today. Thank you so much, and sorry for this technical issues. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Medoui. this is very nice to have all this information regarding the way the CISCO is considering AI and the future of education. I'm sure that the students will have a lot of questions. Some of them, as you know, may play the role of ISESCO, or an organization which would be close to ISESCO during the simulation. I would like to thank you very much for providing us with this vision, and explaining us also what the kind of tools has been built by ISESCO in order to set up and give guardrails, or have some perspectives on the use of AI in education. Thank you so much. Do we have any questions on this, about the tools, about the governance, about the relationship between ISESCO and the countries and the member states of this organization? All questions? Yes. So, Iman?
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you for the great presentation, Dr. Asma. And I have a small question for you concerning, let's say, public law in you said a lot of the Islamic world, compared, let's say, to the rest also of the world. Right now at ISISCO, how are you seeing the way in which, for example, the ethics of, let's say, laws that are being created, how is it differentiating, let's say, in intellectual property, or even in, let's say, the use of AI in, let's say, students or even educational platforms?
Okay, I can answer in question by question, or all of the question.
No, it would be great to have. Yes, please, if you can answer one question after the other.
Okay, it's great. So thank you so much for your question. Yes, about ethics within ISISCO framework, these principles are not rejected. Rather, they are ethical AI is linked to cultural diversity, social cohesion, and collective responsibility. The Islamic, if we can see Islamic intellectual tradition emphasizing justice, public interest, and the protection of human dignity. These concepts influence how ethical governance is how we can is articulate in policy discussions. So this charter, for example, the Riyadh Charter, which an effort to articulate AI governance through a culturally anchored but globally aligned ethical lens. It's not something special for the Islamic world, for our member states, but it's global principles. And in the field of about intellectual property, the challenge, we say that is particularly complex. Many member states are party to international instruments by the World Intellectual Property Organization. Yet there is some domestic legislation often does not explicitly AI generated work. So this is about cultural property. ICISCO now we open some demand or declaration about share for intellectual property, AI, and law. This is a project for the future. We can make some debates about this matters, these issues, about how we can design some AI systems, respect intellectual property, diversity, and national culture and regional culture in this matter. I hope I will respond for your question. And also we have ICISCO share of AI ethics in Muscat and Sultanate Oman, who focus in this matter, how we can use ethics and all this process and the development of the system and with developers, with the technology companies, and also with governments and policymakers.
Thank you. I'll try to find this framework too. It's really great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Gauri?
Thank you for the presentation. So I've been reading your LinkedIn posts, and you really advocate for that a country shouldn't really chase aspirational standards, but rather they should really look at the local realities. And I really find that interesting. And my question is, in that context, if a country is building AI in education or AI policy in general from the ground up, what would you consider as benchmarks or checklist for a country to follow so that they are really at par with the leading developed countries that are already having AI in education in place?
Thank you. Thank you for this question. Okay. So it's very interesting, and it's how I can see. You know that I will speak for ICISCO member states. ICISCO member states, we have some developed country, but some on peut dire the most countries are not have any infrastructure for AI, unfortunately. So this is our mission, is how we can collaborate and collect between the developed country and the other country. So leading AI countries did not start with technology alone. They start with strategy. So our role or our mission is to put the hand in the problem, and we guide the countries to make some efforts and policies and some collaboration between themselves, between countries, and between countries and international organization, also with with companies and institution. But the main problem in Islamic world that there is no till now infrastructure and in AI. We have now some country that there is no internet, so there is a problem, but we do the most to to develop our country and to make some lines to conduct this matter. You know, this is the truth that we are the customers, not the developers of AI systems. This is the main problem of us, that we can't control this new technology and this new tools. So this is issues for us and for our country also. But we make efforts. We open collaboration with other organization. We make some discussion with the governments. We try to make something.
Thank you. Olivier?
May I?
Olivier?
Hello?
Yes, Olivier, can you?
Okay, yes, perfect.
Good.
Now I can talk.
Great.
Perfect. Yes, I have a question. How are the people in power are in ISESCO are chosen? And are they imputable for the different decision and consequences that those decisions have?
Please, can you repeat?
Yes, sorry. So how are the member of different country are chosen to be part of ISESCO? And is there any like para-organism that check the impact of those results, and if those motion and document are like used by different country, or if the different result found by ISESCO how are they used by a different country?
Okay.
So it's a long question with many different aspects.
Okay, now I understand. So ISISCO is the Islamic World Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, is an intergovernmental organization composed of member states, 53 member states till now. The manager or the leadership, general director is selected by the member states, and through its governing bodies we have three organs: the General Conference. It's composed of representative of all member states. It is the supreme. We can say the supreme decision-making body organ. We have also this is have meeting for 4 years. Till 4 years, we have the General Conference meeting, and we have also the Executive Council. Elected by the General Conference, and it's oversees implementation and governance between session. The meeting of the council, Executive Council, it's every year. Every year we have meeting of Executive Council, and we have the director general is and the directorate general here in the headquarters in Rabat in Morocco. The director general is selected by, as I say, by the conference, general conference, for fixed term. Now it's for 4 years. According to procedures defined in the organization charter and internal regulations. So leadership is not appointed unilaterally, but it's a result from a multilateral electoral process among sovereign states. This is about our leadership. About the personal, it's like all jobs. It's depend our needs. And also, it depends the maybe it's not quota, geographic quota, but we try to make the diversity of our member states. Till now, we have maybe 45 nationality in ICISCO. Yes.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Medoui. Maybe Ria?
Yes. So firstly, thank you so much, ma'am, for that presentation. I wanted to ask about, so you mentioned the cultural heritage of the Islamic world. So how can AI driven, if we were to include AI, integrate AI into our education system, how can an AI driven educational model preserve and carry out the sort of cultural nitty gritties, the heritage of it, to make sure that it is equitable, that it is inclusive, and that there's intergenerational access? Because these are things that we can't exactly seamlessly incorporate. So maybe you have some insight on that.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this question. It's important for me, especially because I'm working in a project about the illicit trafficking of cultural property. So this is about heritage, about how we can preserve and protect our heritage. And this strategy takes side about how we can use the benefit of AI to protect our heritage. So AI system is, that AI system learn about data, about big data. So if the database or data set do not include our information, our language, our herstical, our references, and cultural expressions, the system will reproduce external epistemology. So for us, we began projects with the Center of Arabic Language for Non-Speaking Arabic, with collaboration with the institution of Arabic Saudi Institution to put some lot of Arabic data in internet to be useful for AI. And also we have some projects of how we can use AI tools and to learn how we can I don't know how I can say that, but this project it can be the AI system take some data from Islamic world to to make some product similar of us. It's not. I don't know if can explain the idea or not, but the education sector and the Center of Arabic Languages and also the Center of Dialogue Civilization make some projects with our collaborate our partnership to make some to develop and design some application who use AI to preserve maybe Arabic language, local languages in Islamic world, and also some history and some customs in Islamic world. I don't know if I can clear my idea or not.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Medoui. So you're speaking about the languages and the need to include it as a tool for inclusivity. I was wondering whether also do you have some special program regarding vulnerable populations? Do you have anything like these ones?
About?
In order to speak about inclusivity and dig further in the question that was asked about inclusivity?
I speak about no, it's not about exclusivity. It's about maybe I don't know how I can provide my idea, but
yeah,
we try to assist. I don't know. It's about the students who have disabilities and etc. like that.
Yes, or I don't know about we could have some communities who have difficulties with accessing AI or
yeah. You know that we have some problem with women who can't go to school and people who have some disabilities and rural the problem in the rural schools. So yes, there is a project with UNESCO, ISISCO and the UNESCO to make a platform for for make capacity building for the teachers in rural schools in some African countries. So yes, we have like this project. If this is the side of the questions.
Great, thank you. Gurpika?
Hi, ma'am. So my question is, we have talked about the chair for AI and ethics, right? And also we talked about the VR charter. Also, ISCO's recommendation for education. So my question is, how are these policies, right, getting translated to on-ground reality? So are there any real examples of member states adopting it, or how the member states incorporating these policies into their national legislation. So it's to understand how the on-ground realities of these policies work.
Mm. Okay. So this is the first question, yes? Okay.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes, it is the first question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So many global AI framework are not legally pending. For example, UNESCO recommendation on the ethic AI is normative, like us. It's not a treaty like Riyadh Charter. It's a normative instrument. It's not a treaty, but it's in soft law. So its implementation depends on member states integrating its principle onto national AI strategies and digital transformation plans, education sector reforms, and you know that several countries have already aligned their national strategies with such principle. For example, the United Emirates, Arab Emirates, and Saudi Arabia, also Jordan. They has through the national digital governance initiatives on embedded AI ethics and public sector modernization policy. But Charter and Cisco and our partnership in this project and to implement REA Charter, we mix some capacity building for the member states who don't have a national legislative. So in this cases, international principle serve as a reference framework. These principles is as a reference framework, but the legal and comparison happen domestically. It's not. It's not. This is. It's not. It's not hard law. It's just reference. So. Some states are adopting data protection laws, revising intellectual property legislations, and introducing cybersecurity frameworks and drafting AI-specific regulating texts like Morocco here. So in education, this is can mean maybe some countries make a pilot AI driving learning platform in public school, maybe teacher training program on AI literacy and AI review commitments for digital tools. And this is often where organizations like ISISCO or UNESCO play a catalytic role. not legislative or legislating by providing model guidelines, facilitating regional workshop like we doing here in Cisco, supporting capacity building, encouraging peer learning among member states. It's about this side. It's not about because it's something of sovereignty and our member states. Yes.
So you're saying that it's ISISCO and everything would facilitate the countries, right? Through capacity building.
What? Can you?
Gopika, it seems to me that you're far from your mic. Is it a possibility for you to? We have difficulties to hear you.
Yeah.
Yes, maybe if you could be closer to the mic, that would be helpful.
So I was saying, from your answer, I could understand that ISISCO kind of facilitate the country's member states to adopt these recommendations, right? Like by giving capacity building and workshops and everything. Am I understanding right?
Yeah. This recommendation is adopted by our member state in the last meeting of Executive Council. It is adopted. Now it's about implementation of this recommendation, of their strategies, their policy, and their legislative. So this recommendation is adopted by our member states.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yes, but as you said, they are adopted by the member states.
Yeah.
And so when they are adopted, that means that they are becoming real real laws, real programs. But before that, they are just what you called a soft law, meaning that it's not, it's not compulsory to apply and implement them, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
that is why this is a recommendation.
Yes, it is a recommendation. ISISCO is making the recommendation, then they can be adopted by the national and the member states. And when they are adopted by the member states, then they become law and they are implemented in national strategies, right?
Yeah. We don't make this recommendation alone. This is a process with our member states.
Yes.
We make 3 workshops in the regions. It's the first. It's about Arab region and Asia region, and the second about Africa and American Latin region. So all of this. All of our member states, and they are integrate in the process of making this charter. We working in this project as I say for 2020, and the adoption is in 2025. In last February 2025.
Right. So, yes, of course, the ISISCO recommendations are made with the member states in the framework of the ISISCO governance. This is well understood. It was just my comment was just about the scope of the tools and the legal tools that you are adopting. Right.
Yeah.
Right. There might be further questions about what is for those who are not in law. Can you explain for everyone what is a capacity building initiative in the framework of ISISCO? Does it mean that it is a grant?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So in ISISCO we have the Center of Foresight and AI. And our colleagues make a lot of workshops for the policymakers in our member states. They also have now the AI index in Islamic world to explain explore the development of using and of integrate AI in especially in public sector in member states, also in education. As I mentioned, we have a project with UNESCO to make a platform to integrate AI to help teachers in rural region. And in the side of culture, we have a project to use AI system and AI tools to combat illicit trafficking in cultural property. So there is many projects in different sector who using the benefit of AI to help our member state to preserve cultural property or to develop the education system also. But in the side of ethics, we work with government, with policymakers to make to focus in the to focus to make a legislative who controlled AI applications, AI systems, and to discuss with technology companies to use this technology and the control of human.
Thank you. This is very useful. Thank you so much. Anshuman?
Yeah, hello. So first of all, thank you very much for all the previous answers. It answers a lot of doubts I already have because my teammate Emerick and I would be representing ISESCO in the Summer of Action. So my question is related to collaboration and as an add-on to Kopika's question. Since there cannot be any exceptions with ethics and dignity related to AI, and apart from the recommendations that ISESCO already presents to its member states, what do you expect from other nations who are not part of ISESCO at the moment but want to collaborate on a global stage? Because they will have their own sets of policies, like ISESCO having their own. And sometimes in any scenario, if we cannot or both the parties cannot find a common bridge or a common path to lead on to, what methods or what steps does ISESCO take in order to ensure a successful global collaboration? Thank you.
Oh, thank you for this question. Yes, we are open for all of countries and states and institutions and organizations. It's not. It's not. We are not closed. We are open. So ISISCO operates, yes, primarily through its member states, but it's also open to dialogue, partnership with non-member state country, international organization. As I said, the goal is knowledge sharing and global impact. It's not imposition of policy for non-member states that want to collaborate. ISISCO shares its recommendation. We have a framework, our best practice, and education and heritage, culture, science. Also, we have observer states and ISISCO, like Brazil. Is very it's observer. We have also observer organization like UNIDROIT. There is an observer organization in ICISCO. So we provide capacity building support, workshops, and training program. We also make some consultation with other organization and other member states. So we're not closed. We are open, but we start with our member state in our organs. But after that, we are open for collaboration, for partnership. We don't have any problem. We are input in the global process of this issues or other projects or other topics.
Right. Thank you. And if in a matter of conflict, let's say if you're collaborating with an external party, is there a preference given to the policies? Would the policies of the other party would be taken into account and would be prioritized more, or would the policies taken from the member states or from CESCO would be prioritized higher than the priorities of the other party?
Can you repeat, please?
Yeah, sure. I'm sorry. So in a matter of conflict between the policies.
Okay. The matter of conflict.
Yeah, which policy would you prioritize more, the collaborating nation or CESCO member nation or CESCO itself?
Okay, this is you talk now about member states or non-member states?
Can be both.
No, because our partnership it's not like that. It's depend. We have conventions between us in collaboration. So in the beginning of our collaboration, we discuss about policies, we discuss about projects, etc. So and if we have some conflicts, we open it in amicable ways with discussion, etc. So any collaboration, any partnership is with memorandum, conventions like that. It's in legal way. So we don't have any conflicts after that because we discuss in the beginning.
Great. That answers a lot. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you. Manisha?
Yeah, ma'am, thank you so much. Hello, ma'am. So I would like to just conclude, like, my question was very similar to Professor Correa's question. So, like, we were discussing about the informed consent and all the reasons. So my question to you directly is like how does ISCO address informed concern in regions where the digital literacy rate is very low? Like, how do you ensure like parents truly understand about the child data, and how do you make aware of the fact to the reason where that is not like digitally advanced enough? Like,
Okay.
I've written the same question on the chat, ma'am, if I'm not clear, audible to you.
Okay.
I think yes. Your question is about the informed consent about regarding the parents.
Yes, ma'am.
And because Dr. Medoui, you spoke about data profiling for the students and so on, and the consequences, the impact on the long term for the future. So what about the informed consent?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. This is maybe a very critical question. So when literacy, digital or AI literacy is low, informed consent cannot rely on long legal text or complex interfaces. Some practical approach including maybe visual or oral explanations using videos, infographics, or audio guides. So to explain what data is collected and why and how it will be used. So also layered consent, providing essential information upfront with optional deeper explanation for those who want more details. Also about languages accessibility, ensuring consent materials are in the local languages and consider dialectic or cultural expressions. So consent is not just an individual act, or it often involves parents and strategies, and included workshops and community sessions, schools leader for information, companies, trusted intermediates. Yes, so informed consent is part of a board of digital literacy ecosystem. Even maybe short-term measures can make a difference. Integrate basic digital literacy into school curriculum, maybe curricula, or provide hand-on demonstrations of AI tools. This is maybe about some about ethical and policy safeguards. Maybe default privacy protection, where literacy is low, systems. The AI systems should be designed to minimize data collection and protect students, children, and in the beginning, by default, it will be in the beginning of the process, in the design of the system.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you. I don't know if we have any other question. I would have one regarding what you mentioned at some point about the infrastructure and the internet. Say that one of the countries, one of your member states doesn't have enough infrastructure and internet. What are the practical tools and ideas and programs, or it means that you have in order to help with this matter? This is very important for the students to understand, because they need to have as an inspiration. They need to know what is in the basket, what is in the backpack that they can have with them to carry on and negotiate about it. And we know that without any infrastructures or internet, obviously having access to AI is very difficult. So it has a huge implication on education. So yes, what are the practical examples you can give us about the ISESCO policies or guidelines or tools when we have questions about infrastructure and
yes, thank you. This question is very important, and this is our main problem in our member state. It's the gaps between countries, and the lack and the weakness in infrastructure. We have a lot of member states, especially in Africa, who doesn't have any infrastructure or weakness in infrastructure. So our role is to coordinate between some developed country or to financial some projects in this country. So we have some results and some projects. For example, in Yemen, we have a project with an institution, a Saudian institution, to help rural women to make a second chance in the schools. Also, we have a project in Uganda, also for the second chance in school. But about using AI and the system of AI to help the undeveloped country, we till now maybe the last week we signed, ISISCO signed the convention between ISISCO, Azerbaijan, and Syria to build 100 school in Syria, financial totally by Azerbaijan for $30 million to build new schools and so this is our vision, is to coordinate and to collaborate between our developed countries and to make and to attract some budget, some financial to develop and minus this gap between our member states.
Thank you. Would it be possible to have some press release or communication that you have made about it in order to have communication about it? I mean, can you share anything that has been
about this? Yes, of course.
Yes, yes.
And you can see all of this in our website. Website is www.isisco.org.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be very helpful. Thank you so much.
Yeah. I share with you in email our communication about this project, and also I can share with you the link of the website.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Do we have any other questions? No? Right, so I think we will. Oh, Gauri, yes, go ahead.
I have one more question. So I was thinking, like, I'm from India. So India has come up with AI governance policy, and people are calling it a techno-legal document, where there is no mandatory provision in the governance document stating that this must be done or that must be done, but really it's about collaborating technology and legal. So what I'm trying to say, nothing is mandatory in that document. So in your opinion, if a country comes up with a national policy rather than a national legislation, do you think a country is really missing out on regulating certain key pointers, AI and ethics? What, in your opinion, would be those key pointers that a country must regulate and not just sit on a policy and waste that opportunity? So, what is your opinion?
Yes, you know that this matter of AI, it's not depends not only about government or states. It's about big company, big technology companies. So this is the issue in this matters, how we can respect the and now we talk about digital sovereignty of states. So it's not about just the government or the states or the policymakers in the country, but it's something complex, and there is some confusions in this matter. There is why the importance of international organization. It's not about countries. It's this is the importance of collaboration between all of the world. This is why the importance of the decision of the UN, the discussion about the committee for the obligation to control it AI by human. This is why the importance of this awareness in the world. So this is why the importance of our work, because our member states also, they have their national regulations, their national law. But this matter, it's not about internal border. It's something globally, something international, EI and internal. So this matter, it will be built about an international insight. So when we say the European Union legal, we say that this legal, it's two parts in this regulation. We say some soft law and hard law. When we push our hand in the individual and data and privacy, this in this side we make hard work about articles, regulations, and that. But we need to develop AI, to design more system AI and etc. But it's obligatory now to not open the door, but to obligate the technological company to open the door and to discuss about ethics, about regulation, about respect the human and control it AI by human.
Right. This is very important, and I thank you so much, Dr. Medoui. Indeed, and for those who are not familiar with the law, in law, normally we have two big categories. The category of the law, which is compulsory, which is that means that they have no choice but to apply the law. And there is a possibility of having a law which is just a recommendation. So that means that
yes.
Maybe you apply it or maybe you don't. And if you don't, finally, it doesn't matter normally. The thing is that, so why do we need to do and to work on recommendations if it is not compulsory? We need it because it's a way to make the move, to change the habit, to understand that we need to change the perspectives. So even if it's not compulsory, sometimes we need to do the recommendations, right? And so the companies behind it could say, "Oh yes, we like it," but they might say that if they can do a profit out of it. If they don't make a profit out of it, then we have some questions, right? And sometimes they would say, But even if it's not compulsory, and even if it's not a recommendation, we could do it as well, and we can make it and do the effort and do the research and implement it and prototype it. I'm thinking especially about the concept of differential privacy. And why? Uh, because it's a way for them to do and to develop a profit, to have a better quality relation with the customer, to develop the customer experience, and so on and so forth. So even if we don't have this obligation to have what we call the hard law, and we prefer the soft law, or even if we don't have any soft law, it's still interesting because there are some economic interest behind it.
Yes.
Right. So all these questions are very, very important. I'm very glad that we covered this morning. It was the first time we covered it in one of these conferences. So when we are speaking about soft law, I mean, we are very close to ethics.
Yes.
We are very close to ethics because the only way for ethics to develop is really through advice, personal convictions, values, principles, and so on and so forth. So you can have ethics reflected in the hard law. You can have ethics reflected in the soft law, but then it is just a possibility, a recommendation. There is no obligation, right? And so what ISESCO said about the charter that they did, the Riyadh Charter, it's a recommendation. So the questions about how do we implement it in the member states, it's a very difficult one, right? When we see the declaration, what you see, declaration, it's
The human rights. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
So Dr. Anne, I can share with you the charter to say other recommendation about culture, about science, about science, human and development. So I will share with you the charter, and please you can share with our students this charter to make to say all the documents.
Right, that would be very helpful. And if we don't have any other questions, I would like to thank you very much for your participation and your openness to answer every questions. We have a lot of different questions regarding your presentation. That was very nice. Thank you for your time in presenting this conference and this talk. And we hope to see you everyone tomorrow for an exercise on education systems resilience, right? We will be in breakout groups tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. EST, the same time as today. Thank you very much for your time, everyone, and especially to Dr. Medoui from ISESCO and sharing all these thoughts with us. That was fantastic. Thank you
so much.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
for all. Nice to meet you, of all of us.
Yeah, thank you. If you have a minute, Dr. Medoui.
What?
Do you still have a minute?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Thomas. Hello, Thomas. Time to close the session? Yes, good. Right. I just have a quick question for you.
Yeah.
I've seen that there is amongst our audience today, there was someone called ISESCO Press.
Yeah.
Right. And I wanted to check with you about, I wrote just a text, a quick thing in the chat. We are really under the Chatham House rule, and I would prefer for this discussion to stay between ourselves, especially because we didn't have any
Okay.
contract or any formal partnership. So it would
Okay.
be easier for us to do that, right? If you
So
don't mind.
no communication about this.
I mean, normally, no, or we should have discussed it before. Again,
Okay.
and the same, I recorded and I should stop the recording.